to sit here and imagine that 11 months ago when I came to office, I found Kenya suspended from all football activities. FIFA suspension, local football in the freezer, Harambee Stars nowhere, our women football team, the Starlets, who just made us proud last week,
absolutely,
were on the verge of qualifying for AFCON. They could even have qualified for the World Cup in Australia for the Women World Cup.
Yes.
All that was frozen. Even referees, there are a number of Kenyan referees who had been selected to go to the Qatar World Cup. They lost those opportunities. Now to sit here less than a year down the line and be discussing Kenya hosting the Africa Cup of Nations is just something we just have to say, hurrah Kenya. I mean, we have really done incredibly well. I am excited for Kenya. Okay. I'm excited for East Africa. And I can tell the people of Kenya, embrace this AFCON moment. And let us use it to improve infrastructure, to improve our football, to improve the East African integration agenda. And I can tell you that we have already hit the superhighway in terms of planning. Today I chaired a high-level planning meeting to start the process. I'll also be briefing cabinet tomorrow, during our cabinet session tomorrow. Okay. And so we are on track. We are not leaving anything to chance. Priority right now we are giving to our infrastructure improvement program because we need to have all our stadia ready. We are renovating Kasarani, Nyayo, and Kipkeino Stadium in Eldoret, as well as Bukhungu Stadium in Kakamega, and building a spanking new stadium, which is going to be the centerpiece of our hosting of our co-hosting of AFCON.
That new stadium, where will it be located?
Jamhuri grounds along Gong Road.
Okay.
You just in close proximity to Jamhuri Showground. Yes.
Shall we be ready by then? Because you remember we in 1998, what happened? You remember, Waziri?
Yes.
The meat was snatched from our mouth.
Absolutely.
Shall we be ready by then?
We should be. I am pretty confident that, in 96, the 96 case you mentioned,
yes,
where we unfortunately lost the hosting rights to South Africa. And South Africa hosted an incredible tournament and went on to win it.
Yes.
Incredible team of Dr. Humalo and all the really, really great team. But the reason why we lost that hosting chance had a lot to do with the politics of the day. And then, of course, in 2018, we lost Chan. Again, it had a lot to do with lethargic preparations. Yeah. But for this one, this one is going nowhere. AFCON 2027. Yeah. George, this one is not going anywhere. We are going to be ready. The president himself is the champion of this tournament. Cabinet is fully supportive. Parliament is fully supportive. In Cairo, waiting for the good news, I was accompanied by the chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Sports, Honorable Dan Wanyama. So I know that Parliament is also fully supportive. I want to ask the people of Kenya, the general public, football lovers, the media, let us embrace this moment. It's an incredible moment for our country. And I'm assuring the people of Kenya, we will do everything humanly possible for Kenya to be ready, alongside Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, to host a very, very successful AFCON 2027.
Did you see the statement by the governor of Kisumu and the concerns? What do you have to say about that?
Yes. I have read the statement by my very, very good friend, Governor Peter Nyang' Nyong'o, my very good brother and friend, Governor Fernandez Baraza. I have read their statement, and my first reaction was, wow, we have something for people to fight over, which is a great thing, which means it is a good thing. We have something worth fighting over. 11 months ago, we were under suspension. We were not even talking about football. 11 months down the line, we are fighting over who should be hosting AFCON. Isn't that miraculous?
Yes.
Isn't that a great thing?
Absolutely.
So it is a good discussion, but it's also telling me that there is good momentum building up around AFCON, and that every part of this country wants to be part of the AFCON moment. I'm calling it the big AFCON moment. And so I want to tell my brother, Governor Peter Nyang'o, my brother, Governor Fernandez Baraza, that I have looked at your statement. You can be sure that this is a listening government. This is a government that will definitely look at the issues you are raising. Maybe I would have used different language if I was the one drafting that statement. Maybe I could have said the same thing perhaps in a different language, but the message is home. And I can only encourage Kenyans, let us continue to engage in this debate. Let us continue to engage in this conversation. And at the end of the day, we must rally together to give this country and East Africa an incredible Africa Cup of Nations.
As the CS, in charge of this docket, do you anticipate that perhaps, will Kenya be getting to host the opening match and the closing one?
Now, are you trying to put me in in conflict with my brothers in Kampala and Dar es Salaam?
I mean, it's a good thing.
So, the assurance I can give